Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome back to Reality Realness with three S's. I'm your host, Chantele Francis, here for the premiere of the Challenge USA Season 2. I have Michelle with me, all the way from the East Coast. She's in the future. How are you doing today, Michelle? And how was the Riskiest Season Yet premiere of the challenge for you?
I mean, what? How is it the riskiest season? I don't
No
know.
risk,
I have a
zero
lot of
risk.
questions. There are a couple things that I'm excited about for the future.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, obviously I'm like, would have been nice to at least find out who's competing, but whatever. It is what it is. There's another episode on Sunday. So, there were some things that made me chuckle and things that already annoyed me, but that's just the classic.
Of course, it's the classic. And I guess it's also what's going on with me is like I'm like wrestling. I'm like, am I team vets or am I team CBS? Like, what do I actually want to happen here? Because they didn't come together, right? So now if they're not going to come together, I don't have any remorse for them. You know what I mean? So now I want them to
Yeah.
be steamrolled a little bit. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just kind of
You
like,
want the rookies to be steamrolled? The
well,
CBS?
now, like I before I was like, they better go in, they better and then they've kind of just let their kind of lead fall away. And I'm just kind of like, you may have blown it.
Yeah, I mean it's frustrating. I'm trying not to see it as like the vets and the rookies. I think because of this whole secret vote thing and the draw, that's the thing I'm most excited about. I've been
I like
saying
that
this from time. I love when they have a private vote like on Cutthroat and stuff because it gives room for those crazy people to make decisions. And already we saw it happening. And like I love that they reveal it too. Like I do like that element so people know, oh, I have votes. Like there's an option that I could get,
It might be
and
me.
the fact that it was not 8 and 8 shows that like they already know someone did something shady, and I do love that element to it, I must say.
Me, well, definitely. I definitely agree here. Got some friends joining us. Hello, hello. Sophie thought this episode was good. I thought it was mid. Mid. Hi, Chris. Hello, Glenda. Sophie thinks that the secret vote reminds them of Final Reckoning. Is that how they voted on Final Reckoning? I don't remember.
Oh, maybe. I remember Cutthroat.
Jelly donuts, I'm with you there. I know you said not to talk about Big Brother, but like I think that the challenge this episode was better than Big Brother. So there you go.
Okay, don't I'm not even gonna look at the comments right now just because
That's all
I
it
don't
says. That's all it
risk
says.
it.
Hopper idea is interesting. Yeah, we're gonna get into that. Hi, you on? Hi, everyone. This episode was good. I'm excited. I mean, I'm excited. I love the challenge. I guess also what wasn't that excited was that we didn't get a full episode, so
Exactly.
I can't really get that pumped about like, oh, some people got votes and that's it. You know what I mean? Like maybe then seeing who ends up going in and maybe who wins, then I could be like, okay, now the rookies have like a leg to stand on. They can come. I don't know. I just we're kind of. I don't like being left on a cliffhanger. And
So,
we were, and it just kind of annoying. We learned that this season it's going to be one male and one female winner, each of them getting $250,000. So they made this very clear in the beginning. So do you think that this was just a voiceover and then that there was some discrepancy in the actual final?
it's possible because they're always very unclear about it, but I do like that they said 250 each instead of like $500,000 or whatever. Because yeah, don't mislead. Maybe it was because Danny winning, being like, "What the hell?" Like, because
Right?
Danny, he
He was
won that
like,
whole season.
you said that we're gonna get not our share of. You said $500,000. Mm-hmm. So you see everybody on a boat in the beginning. They're all dressed up. We learned that Paulie, when he first came onto the CBS scene, he was a boy, and now he's a man. Do you think do you think he's a man now, Michelle?
Honestly, his whole intro was very hilarious to me. Like, and the fuzzy vest, just all of it. He's such a character. Oh man. It was an interesting intro. I feel like they focused a lot on him.
They did. Do you think they did that because he's going to be around for a while, or because he's not going to be around for very long?
It could go either way, but I think he'll be there for at least a little bit. Because wait, what team does he end up on? He's on the red team, right?
He is on.
With Josh.
Josh is on the red.
He's
Yeah.
on Josh's team. Yeah. And did he have any votes against him? No, hey?
No.
So he's in an okay position right now because he's kind of in the middle of the vets and the
Newbies.
CBS, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see.
We will see. How do you feel about Sebastian's Australian grunge mullet?
Looks like it's a perfect hairdo for Tori.
Right? So I like that we have a name for it now, though, an Australian grunge mullet.
Yes.
Because like that is definitely what Jordan has. That's exactly the same haircut as what's his name? Your nemesis?
Oh.
Emmanuel.
Ooh. Oh, Emmanuel. Ugh.
So yeah, we do learn though, actually, with Paulie's like intro that he's won 20, he has 20 competition wins in his 3 seasons. It's pretty impressive, actually.
Yeah, but a lot of those were like team wins, which yeah, you know what? Yeah. He's always done well until the final. And then he gasses
something
out.
happens. Or that time when he did that one, I can't remember exactly how it was he had to like swing or whatever.
He kept doing it
over and over and over and over.
It was, I actually felt so bad. Like, honestly, he does not give up. And that's a good quality to have, right? We're focusing on the positives here. Yes. Oh my God. He is morphing into Cara Maria in terms of style. That is so funny.
Ew.
He actually kind of is. I'm obsessed with that.
Ew. But yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Like, remember like her style when she first started dating Abram, like super grungy with like a dread and like I don't know, braid over here and I don't know. Yes, definitely morphing into Cara Maria, 100%. Michelle is going to be Survivor strong. We didn't expect anything different from Michelle. She looks very pretty.
Yeah.
Polly, of course, is annoyed to see Josh. Did you see when they're all standing like on the boat and Polly is like talking to Josh and like Fessel is standing there staring at the two of them? It looked like he was trying not to laugh. Did you see?
Yeah, it was. I did. Yes. And just the fact that that like these are all planned, like they all were on the plane together and stuff, like they've all seen each other already, but then they have to like film these weird like, oh hey, now you're on this boat too. It was just all very, very staged and funny to me. I enjoyed
so
it.
staged. So especially because like the producers were probably like, okay, we need to get Polly and Josh bit. Okay, so Fessel, you're gonna stand. Okay, stand over there, and okay, so the camera's coming over here, and ready and action.
Exactly.
Like literally, it was a setup shot. Dusty's a super fan of the challenge, so we learned a little bit more about Dusty. We didn't see like any clips though from him on the Amazing Race, right? Did we see any clips?
No, I don't remember seeing any clips.
Right, but I like maybe show us a little bit more about like why Dusty's.
Why do they keep? Is it just like a common theme that they're purposefully giving the Amazing Race people like the worst, like only 2 people, so that like there's an easy person for the vets to like get rid of first? Like I don't understand why they keep doing this. Like you need to have more than 2 or 3 Amazing Race people. That's so unfair.
And there's a lot of people that would play. Like James would do it.
Yeah,
for sure. Kayla, I'm sure, would come back.
They both were great characters.
Kayla was an alternate, I think.
Oh, okay.
But like, why did Kayla not get on, and why did like Amira get on? You know, like
yeah, I don't know.
I need to understand the casting and why they do the things that they do. Luis is also there, and just to your point, recognizing that there's only 2 amazing racers there, and like only 2 male amazing racers there. So like, it's just not. Chances are they're going to be going against each other at some point. You know,
100%. Like that's what's gonna. If you're gonna include them, then actually include them, or don't include them at all. Like, do you know what I mean? I don't need this like 2 people from Amazing Race who have no friends.
What's the point?
Like
exactly.
Although I guess Alyssa's friends with Luis.
With Luis, yeah, because I don't know. Yeah, this Luis. Alyssa lives in Miami, I believe, or at least Florida, and so that's where Luis lives. And so
Okay, that makes
they
sense.
always host like a lot of these parties and stuff like that. That a lot of people that live on that side of the world all come together. So yeah, I can understand them being close friends. Hi, Sarah. Yes, the disrespect for the Amazing Race is awful. Yes, needs respect. Okay, so Sarah's giving us more intel. Kayla had to turn it down. Her sister was getting married. Okay,
Okay.
fine, but there's still hundreds of racers that I'm sure would love to participate in the challenge.
Of course.
I'm sure. So sure. So sure. So they're going to be playing in teams. And this new contraption comes out called, what is it called?
The hopper.
The hopper. How do you feel about the hopper?
It's so budget. I don't know. Like, you couldn't make it look a little bit cooler.
I mean, I do like the bingo element of it.
Yeah, it is very bingo. It is, and I'm in a show about bingo right now, so it was very like, wow.
Bingo.
I connected to it. But no, it just seems so like, I don't know, but I like the idea of the randomness of it, you know?
But is it
If
going to be
truly
random? Is it going to, because like
it gives room for,
they can put in whatever balls they want, right?
True.
Like if they want to only have one person's ball come through, they'll just fill with those balls.
Do you want to put money that even though Bananas has 4 balls, he's not going to be the one that gets picked first?
I have an idea who's going to get picked first because of the trailer. So like,
yeah,
that's also like annoying. That the trailer made it very obvious. Anyway, so the Hopper's going to choose team captain. So there's going to be Josh, Cassidy, and Desi. So Josh's first pick was Jonay. Thoughts?
I think that he recognizes, like, he made like smart decisions, I think, because he knows that if Tori is on another team, that's someone on another team protecting him. And I think he wanted more of his friends on another team so that he can get protection. That's kind of the way Josh plays, or that's what I'm deciding. Like, it seems like that's what he's doing. So I think in his mind that, and B, Jonay is known as having good like social game and that kind of strategy. So perhaps he felt like that would be a good choice. She's also like pretty well respected and stuff. So I understood the choice.
Well, so just to go with your point here, he does also choose Pauly as his first guy pick, and Pauly, keep my enemies closer, because at least Pauly's not going to be on another team conspiring against me. He's going to have to work with me, and so
exactly
tough.
And then if he has to go against someone from his own team, at least he's going against Pauly instead of Fessel or whatever,
100%. So also choosing Michelle, Dusty, Chanel, Bananas falling to the last male pick, and Tiffany.
Can you believe?
I mean, I can believe, but like, it's rude.
It was kind of funny to me.
Yeah, I mean, like, ouch, rude. Because you see, when Cassidy chooses Corey is super like, ha ha ha, I'm the first male pick, and like kind of rubbing it in Wes and Banana's face.
I worry that I thought Cassidy was a challenge fan, right?
I don't know about that.
Because it seems in this episode like she doesn't really know the show that well. And that worries me.
I don't know if she's a fan.
Okay.
Or if she just was interested in being on this season.
Mm-hmm.
Like Dusty, I think, is a fan that's watched like MTV. Kayla, I think, was a fan and watched before, if I'm not mistaken. But I think I don't think Cassidy was like a super fan or anything.
Because I like her as a player. I feel like she's got good instincts and like potential. But the way she was like, oh yeah, like they sold me on Corey. Like, I'm like, if you knew, you wouldn't have picked Corey over Wes or Bananas. Like,
you take Wes for sure.
Like, definitely take Wes. Like,
I mean, but she still built a stacked team.
She did.
She built a great team. She got Tori in there, as much as like I not a big Tori fan. She is a strong competitor, and
For
she's a
sure.
reigning champion for the MTV flagship series. She has Fessel on there, who he's big. Everybody's scared of him. A good person to have on your team. Both
Mhm.
Alyssas, that's a little bit worrisome. And
Yeah.
Sebastian, he seems quite skinny, but like he might be good at stuff. And then Chris from whichever season,
Yeah, I think she just
that
ended up
season.
with him. The Edge of Extinction. Ugh.
Yeah, that one. I mean,
That one.
he was cute on that his season, but he's not cute in his confessionals, unfortunately.
Yeah, and I also just like, ugh, I don't know. He's fine. He's boring to me.
Maybe we're gonna start liking him. Maybe. And then Desi was the other captain for Team Green, so she's
Desi.
smart. Chooses Wes, Michaela,
I was obsessed with that. Yeah, sorry.
Monty, Amira, Tyler, Amanda, and Luis. I personally think that she picked a better team.
Yes.
Well, because I think the two Alyssas are quite weak, and I think that Michaela and Amira and even Amanda are stronger than some of the women on the blue team.
Exactly. And like, she didn't pick Amanda. Amanda ended up with her.
True.
But like she has a great team in terms of like strength. It's a lot of people from my draft, actually. Amira, Michaela, Monty, Wes. But I just love how she picked Wes first. I was like, yes, Desi. She's also just like the most beautiful person who's ever been on the show.
Really beautiful.
Like, probably.
Yeah. I hands down
I'm just
agree.
like, how you don't look real to me. Like, you're so beautiful.
Sophie says Desi went with the Michelle draft strategy with the way she picked her team. Ultimate chaos.
Yeah. Because having Michaela there and having Amanda there is like chaos waiting to happen.
How do you find those? So before they did all their team picking, they had like the MTV vets coming in on the jet skis. I was really embarrassed. I had secondhand embarrassment.
I had secondhand embarrassment. Yeah. You took the words out of my mouth. I was embarrassed.
Just seeing like Tori look badass on like the jet ski. I just like can't deal. Tori deal. I can't. Oh, and just how she said, like, you know, as soon as I get down in the sand, like I'm running through you. Like she's not that much of a badass, right?
No, she's not.
I'm not scared of Tori. I mean, she's bigger than me, so like I think that she could probably take me, but like I'm not scared of Tori. Like I'd be scared of, say,
Amanda.
I'm not scared of Amanda. I'd be scared of her, like, but like I'm scared. Who's a physical specimen that I'd be more scared of? Laurel.
Yeah.
Like more scared of people that are just like more unhinged. You know, I'd be more scared of an unhinged person than Tori. Yeah. Oh, and agreed. Tori does suck at puzzles. So I'm not intimidated by Tori. We do hear a little bit of a replay of the Amanda Michelle drama. They bring it out in the first episode. So do we think this is going to be something that plays over and over and over again for the next couple weeks?
And the interesting thing about it is like, it's not just them. Like you also have like Tori, who like obviously, you know, like it's just really funny to me that like they choose to hate on each other as opposed to the person that you both fooled around with. Like you can be annoyed with her, sure, but like I'm like, Amanda, like just take your frustrations out on Fessel instead, you know?
Yeah. But
also
Michelle
like
is annoying though.
Of course she is, but like I don't know. I just think it'd be more interesting for them to work on the same side and have a common enemy in Tori. You know what I mean?
Just you wanted them to both hate on Tori, not Fessel?
Yeah. Or both of them.
Well, I mean, Amanda hates Tori, so that's facts.
Exactly.
Already, so that works. Maybe Michelle.
And Michelle and Tori don't get along.
When did that happen?
Well, like Tori voted against her last season multiple times. Like they don't work together strategically, you know?
Well, I am excited to see how this drama plays out. So, do I get any points with them? I don't have any of those people, do I? I have Tori. Do we
So
each
what
have one person? So I have Tori, you have Michelle, and Matthew has Amanda. So each of us will get points if they have like
oh,
a
if they have a
three-way
fight.
fight. Mm-hmm. So TJ says the challenge is starting tomorrow. Fessel's staying out of it, staying out of the drama. It's like you are the drama.
You are the
Fessy.
drama. You are the drama. You are the one.
And you think that Amira is who his next victim is?
I was saying Bananas was going to hook up with Amira.
Oh, right. Sorry. Who do you think Fessel is going to go for this season?
Well, we know that Alyssa is going to
Tyler.
go with Tyler.
Unless it's a like a second person.
And we know Cassidy is not single, I don't think. I would guess either he's hooking up with Michelle again, maybe Alyssa Lopez. You think?
She might have a boyfriend.
Oh. Tiffany? I don't know.
That would be hilarious. Tiffany and Fessy. Okay. Okay. So I don't know what it is, but new Alyssa, how she was asking Tori about like, so like how does it feel like to like vote somebody and like they go out in elimination? Like I'm just like, I rolled my eyes so hard. I was like you can't figure that one out? You need to get Tori's advice on like how to deal with like having to like see your friends go down into elimination and leave the game. It's worse than Big Brother.
Like oh man. She slept with someone in the Big Brother house, like very openly on this floaty, right? This is the same Alyssa, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I just know that there's just going to be so many fun moments this season.
You think?
Yeah.
I just think that she's like pretending like she's like a badass when she's just like really just here for the boys.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, I think she's here for the boys.
Yes, Maureen, this is the girl who thinks that Paris is in London. This is the same girl. You are correct. You are correct. Okay, so Michelle is on Team Red Flag. I thought that was hilarious. The red team is Team Red Flag. Facts. Very funny.
Facts.
Now, did Josh do the toast?
It seemed like it, but I didn't see Bananas in that shot. So
Well, he then after he like shook up the champagne Bananas.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh.
But like I wonder if they do like multiple because like on the Bachelor, everybody does like a toast and like they just choose one of the toasts to like actually close out the episode or whatever, like the rose ceremony. So I'm wondering if multiple people do a toast and then they just choose whichever toast that they want to for the edit.
That makes more sense, I suppose.
Bananas was supposed to do the toast. I mean, he always does the toast, and I thought I saw him do the toast in like a preview. So I don't know. Confused. We got a soundbite, or no, a confessional of Tyler saying that he isn't giving into temptation. Lies.
And then it literally panned to Alyssa, like as he was saying that. I was like, classic.
He does mention. I mean, I do like that he speaks well of his ex-girlfriend and like saying that she was here and that like they're no longer together, but like he's ready to come back and come into the game and play. So I really hope that he does well.
He will do well.
I mean, yeah.
He's good. He's really good socially. He's really good
Aquarius.
Physically. He's good at like getting along with people and stuff. And he annoyed me on Big Brother, but I still think he should have won, obviously.
Agreed. Yes, I think he has a lot of potential. I know that he's going to start making out with new Alyssa, but like that combination is not going to work for a long time because he's Aquarius, she's Scorpio. Like Scorpio is one of my least favorite signs because they're clingy and they're needy and they need like emotional reassurance, and I just do not see Tyler being able to do that.
Well, especially after being with someone like Angela, who was so,
Aries,
yeah.
like doing her own thing, not needing anything from him probably.
Mm-hmm.
So oh, Debu says, who cares if Alyssa has a boyfriend? People cheat all the time. I mean, I feel like she doesn't cheat though. I feel like she's usually pretty like, you know, closed off when she has a boyfriend. All right, we're here at the daily challenge called Storm the Castle. So basically, all the MTV legends have a castle. I want a castle or a statue of like my form, my likeness. I thought it was pretty cool.
Me too. Yeah, I thought it was really random, but cool.
It was random for sure, but I want one. So basically, that's to carry these 2 MTV legend statues, each of the 3 teams, up to the top of this hill, like finishing checkpoints along the way and completing puzzles. So basically, after they carry the first 2 to the first checkpoint, they have to select 3 runes that they didn't see along the route. So we do see Amanda saying like, I got this, I got them. Like she's taking care of the runes. And so she knows all the runes while people are carrying these heavy things. Then you're supposed to flip them and put them in numerical order. Could you tell what numbers they were?
No.
Oh, geez. Calm down, Chantele. Scorpio catching a bunch of straight bullets here, huh? I'm just saying the combination of Aquarius and Scorpio. Scorpios are beloved by many signs. Like Capricorns are going to love them. Virgos are going to love them. Even Taurus could love to hate them. But Aquarius is just water and air. It doesn't work. But you guys are great. Very transformative. So the correct answer is going to unlock the wagon. So they were going to be able to carry these big statues on the wagon. Everybody basically solves the first checkpoint at the same time, and then green team is falling behind. But then how did it happen that the blue and the red team, like, statues flying? Like,
that was crazy. The red team, I literally was like, someone's gonna get whacked in the head with this and someone's gonna get a concussion and die. Like, they are lucky. Like, that was dangerous.
Terrifying. I was terrified. So with whatever happened with the blue-red mess, green was able to pass them. Jonay, we hear that Jonay doesn't think that Dusty can hold, like, is a valuable member of the team. And then she's like noticing that Josh is freaking out. So
Jonay is she's so judgmental. I love it. I love it so much. She's like,
another Scorpio.
I'm already noticing this is not going to work. She's a Scorpio as well.
Mm-hmm. There's quite a few Scorpios, actually. Polly, another Scorpio. I think Dusty's also a Scorpio. So the next checkpoint, they're going to have to select 3 runes that you didn't see again. But this time you're going to cut both the statues' weight in half once you solve this little puzzle things. And Amanda is there at this checkpoint, and she does not remember what pieces she saw, whether it was in the first round or the second round, and she's losing the lead for them. Now, is there any part of you that thinks that she might have been throwing this as just throwing it out there, because like maybe as an olive branch to the other 2 teams to be like, hey, no,
there's no chance. She just fucked up. Yeah.
Hilarious. So blue though gets it right away, then red gets it, and Amanda and green is wrong again and again and again and again. And I'm like, Amanda, you can't screw this up. They're gonna come for you. But in the end, getting to the top of this hill is blue. Blue gets there first. It was a pretty photo finish. Like, both teams were kind of at the end together, but blue got their second statue in its place first. And so now, okay, so this was a little confusing, but now I understand what is happening. So the winning team, which is blue, they're going to choose one male and female from the losing team. So it could be both from red, both from green, or one from each, correct? Male,
Yes.
female. Okay.
Yeah.
And this is going to put them at risk of going into elimination.
Yeah.
So then what I was learning, oh, Matthew's here. Hello, Matthew.
Hello.
Well, hello, Matthew.
I'm sorry I was late for the premiere, but I mean, not a super exciting premiere, so I guess I didn't miss too much.
You did, like, I mean, we're almost at elimination. Like nothing. We zippity zip through it.
Yeah.
Zippity zip through it. Do you know, since your haircut, I feel like you're a little bit in your Spencer Pratt era.
Yeah, I'll take it. I love Spencer. He's one of my favorite reality stars.
I know he would be your favorite reality star.
He's
And
one
like, you literally were been reminded. Like last week, I was like, "Who's you remind me of?" And then you're like Spencer Pratt.
Well, speaking of Spencer Pratt, actually, exciting news. I actually got a ticket to the Taylor Swift tour in Toronto. And I know he's a big Swiftie as well. I was waitlisted, and one of my good friends got tickets, and he was able to get 4 tickets. And him and his fiance called me today. They're like, "Hey, do you want to come to the Eras tour with us?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I want to go to the Eras tour."
People are killing each other for those tickets.
Yeah, I was like, he could have sold it for probably $5,000, and he let me buy it for face value. So
whoa, yeah. Well, maybe you should sell it for $5,000 and buy another ticket for face value.
Yeah. Well, I won't be able to. I'm still on the wait list, but
right. Well, congratulations! Like, you really are moving into your Spencer Pratt era here with your Swiftie tickets and your haircut. Well, we are basically up to Blue winning, but do you have anything to say about up until that point of the episode?
Not really, to be honest. I mean, I thought like it was interesting, the order of the draft picks. I kind of got a nice chuckle of like Bananas being picked so late into the draft.
Literally last.
Even like Fessel was picked like like not super late, but I was surprised he wasn't picked first round, considering they mentioned that like it tends to be very physical at first. So I would think if you think it's going to be very physical, probably want to take like the 6'5", 260-pound dude. But I think Cassidy ended up taking Corey instead.
But she also got Fessy anyways.
She ended up getting Fessy. That team is just completely stacked, I think. Anything physical, they're going to dominate.
I know. I'm hoping that this bodes well for me on my other draft, because most of my draft team is Team Blue. And so hopefully that's going to bode well for me with the boys. What did you think about what do you think about the challenge in general, like the daily?
I thought it was good. I think like stuff like that, it's always nice where it's like there is the endurance, there's the running and like physical, plus it's not just physical. You had to do the memorization as well.
Well, how'd you feel about your Amanda girl kind of dropping the ball for Team Green?
That's not what she's here for. She's not here for the challenges. She's here for the other stuff. So it's all good. As long as she didn't get any votes, I think. So she's safe for week 1. So we'll see. She'll do better week 2.
How did she not get any votes? I'm obsessed. What a queen.
Yeah, she's a legend. That's why she was the first overall pick for me out of the women.
Are you a fan of Team Red Flag?
I mean, it's definitely going to be chaotic, I would hope. Although Polly does seem to be like pretty chummy with all these people. So I hope it's chaotic. And, we'll probably get to it a bit later as well. I think the highlight for me this episode was Alyssa L and Michaela. I can't even remember what team they're on. Are either of them on red or... Alyssa's on blue.
Alyssa's on blue. Michaela is on green.
Okay. So yeah, they're not on red, but they were the highlight for me. And I think Michaela put her vote on Bananas. She was one of the 4 on Bananas. So I mean, I like what Michaela's doing here. Don't know if it's going to bode well for her, but I do like that she's not like bending the knee.
For sure. Okay, so that's something that's new to this season is that they're going to be a vote in secret. So Michelle and I already talked about how we're like, yay, this is great. So like they're not going to feel like they're going to have to go with the majority vote or whatever. So how do you feel about the secret vote?
Love it. Yeah. Huge fan of the secret votes. Yeah, I think it's perfect where you don't have to follow what the vets are telling you to do, but there is that added strategy of you can pretend that you did follow suit, and you can put the blame on someone else. And I mean, we saw John A did it already here, but I love a secret vote. I think it should always be a secret vote if they're going to do a format like this.
100% secret vote. So Josh wants to work with the blue team. So Josh on the red team wants to work the blue team. Most of his friends are on the blue team. How do you feel already that Josh is trying to build an alliance?
It sucks. I mean, that's the problem with a team format. Like you have like someone like Josh and Bananas who are on one team, and they're clearly going to be working with Tori and Fessel. So, I mean, if they're just going to gang up on the green team in this case, it really sucks. But that said, if the green team can just stick together, put the votes on one of the other teams,
they have to win,
at least they have a chance. Yeah, green's going to have to win to avoid like one of them being in every time.
Because they're pretty much just going to take out the green team if they can gain momentum. Like they'll just decimate the green team.
Well, green just has to win. They have to win the eliminations.
Or that.
Yeah, like if they win the eliminations, say Bananas or Michelle goes in, and they can take one of them out. Pretty huge right off the bat there.
But the thing is, though, is that if they don't win, they're going to be going against themselves in the elimination.
Yeah.
Right?
No, but not necessarily. Because it's
likely,
a hopper.
Though. Likely.
But it's still right 50-50 chance.
But the chances will only increase from here, right?
From once they get rid of people.
It won't be 50-50 though. Wait, unless I'm misunderstanding. Because if like say, okay, so we'll just
it's actually better. The green
because
team
all the
has
green
better
people
odds.
will vote for the other team, right?
And John A put a vote on red.
Oh, because like the other team is not voting at all, so it's just going to be. But it's yeah. I guess they'll have 50-50 in the hopper, but there's going to be a green team going down, or no matter what. Yeah. But it's 50-50 that their opponent will not be there.
No, it's better than 50-50 right now. Right now it is because John A put a vote on red on her own team. So it's like 50, it's probably like 52% or whatever, 55.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
So nominations happen, and Tori doesn't want the vets to get a vote. And Josh, she said that Josh talked to her, and this is what she's telling new Alyssa. And since when are Alyssa and Amira best friends? I was like, I didn't know that.
I mean,
best friend.
I think she probably meant like in the like.
No, I think
because she knows her outside of it.
He said outside of the game. She's my best friend outside the game.
Yeah, but I took that as like, out of the people here, outside of the game, she's my best friend. You know what I mean? Or maybe they are best friends. Who knows?
Well, I was surprised by this. I guess they were on the season together, and they probably had to face a lot of wildness together, so they probably were bonded. But it just ends up that everybody's going to go in their team. So the blue team are all going to vote, and they end up voting for Luis and Amira to be potentially going into elimination. How do you feel about those being the two people?
I mean, super predictable, and like very unfortunate that like the rookies should have the numbers. But it just seems like so easy for like Tori and Corey to dictate the vote there. Obviously, like they had the help of Fessel as well. But even so, like it could have been 5 against 3. And even Wes even said it after, like they should be going for us. And yeah, no shit. Like you should be going for these people. And the fact that it was like so easy, I think the vote was, what was it, 6-2 for 6-2 for Amira, and then 7-1 for Louise.
I think so. I didn't even write it down because it was just such a clean sweep.
Yeah,
It's like no one wants to
Alyssa
make
was
enemies for
the
the
two
first
Alyssas
round.
were the only ones that were willing or that
That
didn't
didn't
follow
vote.
suit there. But there was nothing that they can do, and if that's going to be the game that everyone's playing, it's it's unfortunate. I hope like these people like Alyssa, Elle, and Michaela can rally some troops against this, and like it's not going to be the case for like 6 weeks that they're just going to vote in the same people.
Well, what I was saying to Michelle is that I'm like, I feel like we don't know 100% because we haven't seen the outcome of this episode, but I just feel as though that the rookies might have just like they needed to start strong, and I just don't know if they're going to be able to gain that footing. Like I know Michaela is pissed and she's pissed at Blue, and for them not to come together and take a stance and take out and vote for vets, like I get that, but like I feel like because they didn't come together already, I just don't see them being able to do it. And now I'm kind of like, well, screw, like, fuck you. You guys had your chance. Like, why didn't you guys come together soon? Like, now I want to see if the vets are going to steamroll. Because, it's kind of like.
It's like Sebastian, who was it? Cassidy and Sebastian just followed suit. And was there someone else that just followed suit with that on the Blue team? There's got to be one more person.
I gotta get more used to who's on the team.
Yeah, it's.
Sophie doesn't think that you would want to make
Corey
moves this early.
I disagree.
I think that you have to make big moves if you're a rookie on a season like this. Just get out the vets so you can have your own damn season. Just do it.
And like I understand in the sense if you're a rookie and you're joining the flagship, like yeah, you might not want to like take a swing at someone that has 20 friends on the cast. But this cast, like, there's literally 6 of them. And then if you include, like, the Joshes and Fessies and even Michelle, like, that's still only 9 people. You have way more people there. And if you're someone like Alyssa L or any of, like, the rookies for that matter, like, why are you going to let them take out your friends and your numbers when, like, they're just going to come for you next? So I honestly don't think that, like, it's too early to make a move. I think you should be making moves immediately in a situation like this in particular. And if you don't try to make those moves early, like they're just going to come for you. Like the fact that Alyssa L and Alyssa S didn't vote with the group probably means that they're the most at risk if their team doesn't win next.
100%. 100%. I mean, I guess I didn't really get an opportunity to all come together and chat, but like if I was coming onto the season, after we do the toast or whatever, I would be, I mean, maybe I'd get myself in trouble for like strategizing too early, but like, I'd be like, listen, we got to get everybody together. We have to do it. We need to get a game plan like right now because we're going to be thrown into the game. We don't know what kind of twists are going to be. We need to have a game plan. Like I would have to rally the troops to do something. So then we're in this situation now where they're like, oh, damn it. We never had a plan. And so now people that did do some strategizing, which was the vets of it all, they kind of locked in being like, hey, we're going to protect red and red's going to we're going to protect blue. And they came to some sort of agreement that it seems like it's a good deal. So why go against that if it's going to keep them safe for longer? So I think that the rookies dropped the ball so far this episode. Obviously, we don't see how it plays out, so we don't know 100%, but seemingly so. What did you think about this, Michelle? Well, both of you actually, but Wes told Janae to stay away from Michelle.
I'm confused by that, but well, I'm not that confused. I don't know. Okay, like, is Michelle an emotional player? I mean, she's emotional. I don't know. Maybe there could be an argument for that. I just feel like I don't know. I didn't realize that they didn't have a good relationship.
Have they even played together, Wes and Michelle?
Weren't they both on 38? 9?
No, I don't. Wes wasn't on 38, right?
38. Spies, Lies. Yeah, no, he wasn't on Spies, Lies, and Allies.
Or
maybe
he definitely
Bananas
wasn't on Ride or Dies. Was Wes on 37? I don't even remember.
Wes was.
He might have been, but Wes could have been on 37. But Michelle went out pretty early in that season, anyways. So
I'm
I don't
wondering if
know.
he's just heard from, like, say, Bananas about how she plays, or some
Yeah.
other MTV people.
And just like he sees and reviews the show on his like Patreon. So it's obviously
Oh, so maybe he's just watched her game. Maybe he's interviewed her. Maybe he's listened to her on Bananas podcast.
yeah.
Wes wasn't on since Double Agents. Okay.
Yeah, so I guess they've never played together. I was surprised that Wes would tell John A that, like, Michelle
Yeah,
of
me
all
too.
people. Like, I would understand if Wes said, like, hey, don't, like, if anything, like, don't trust Tori even over Michelle.
Mhm.
I mean, has Michelle been super untrustworthy on any of her shows? I mean,
I think it's because, though, like she'll make a move and then she'll backpedal and she won't stand up for, so I think maybe being wary of, if you guys are going to make a move together, that she won't, like, stand strong. She'll falter or buckle, and so maybe that's what she's warning John A for, that she's not a good ally, in the sense that she's not going to stay firm.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah,
That's
I mean, it's
possible.
possible. But I feel like
I was
Michelle
surprised.
would actually be like a natural ally for John A. Like, I feel like they would work well together.
Probably, actually. Better than
Yeah.
Wes would with either of them.
Yeah. I feel like if Michelle is this emotional player, like, John A, like, could do well with that, in, like, keeping her emotions in check. And it's like a different kind of emotion, as opposed to, like, a Kellyanne, who obviously John A couldn't work with last time. Like, Kellyanne is, like, very, like, frantic and emotional, and maybe, like, lets her emotions take over, which I love about Kellyanne. Whereas Michelle, I think, is more like remorseful emotion.
Yeah.
Which I think, like, John A could do well with. So I don't like to see the girls fighting, because those are two of the
Me
people that I
too.
actually am rooting for.
Well,
Exactly.
we'll see if maybe they'll overcome whatever Wes has to say, or maybe, like, have, like, a heart-to-heart moment, be like, I don't know, I just told it like I wasn't gonna get along with you, and then, like, they, like, become best friends or something.
Yeah.
I could see one of those crying moments happen. So it looks like the green guy might be either Wes or Monty, which I was like, are they gonna throw Wes in? Oh my god, like, as an option? Like, that's scary. So the secret vote happens. We see Amira going to vote for Bananas. Michaela has a bit of a strategy. She wants as many men in as possible, because it seems as though whoever has the most balls will have a more likelihood to be chosen, and that will determine whether it's male or female that's going to be going down to the sand. So it could be Amira, or it could be Luis, depending on whose ball gets pulled from the hopper. A little confusing, but we got it. So elimination, then we get down there, we're with TJ and the hopper, and we get to see their vote. I'm like, I love it, because it's going to make people be a little bit more strategic in how they throw votes, or at least be able to say, like, no, like, assume other people's votes. They'll be able to be like, no, I voted for that, and, like, people be like, no, it was me. And, like, you can't prove
It's
it, but you
hard to
also can't
hide.
deny. Yeah,
Exactly. It's harder to hide when they show how many, because you can.
but,
do
like,
the
you can
math.
still hide, because, like, there's no names tied to it. You can
Exactly.
just
But if you vote for your own team, it's going to cause, like, a lot of turmoil within the team, which I love. Like, the fact that John A did that, and now they don't know it's her, but they know someone on the team voted for their own team.
So
And they
John
voted for
A
Michelle.
did John A vote for Michelle? Is that
John
what
A
I'm
voted for Michelle.
assuming.
Yeah, because I believe it was Michelle. Didn't they say Michelle?
Michelle got 3 votes, and John A was saying that she was apprehensive about Michelle, so it makes sense that that's who she voted for.
Yeah, I doubt John A voted for Bananas. I'd be shocked by that.
Yeah, she
There's
wouldn't.
no point. So okay, do you want to just, like, see, because there's nothing else happened in this episode, who do you think the 2 votes were for Wes?
Oh, I need to see who's on the team again.
The 2 teams?
Yeah, who was on the red team?
Red green is John A, Polly, Michelle, Dusty, Chanel, Bananas, and Tiff. And green team Wait, Green lost. So wait, doesn't matter. No, yeah,
I'm
Green.
gonna say the votes for Wes. I'm guessing were 2 out of Chanel, Tiff, and did you say Luis or Dusty?
Dusty.
So 2 of those 3, I think, are going to be the votes on Wes.
And Dusty got 2 votes as well. So that's probably, I guess it's any of the 2 of the guys. What about Monty? Monty got 4 votes. So
And so did Bananas.
Yeah, they both got 4.
Yeah, the votes for Monty, I'm guessing like Josh, Bananas, Polly, probably.
Like all the guys?
Yeah, I think the guys, and then
the guys the other way around too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who the hell voted for friggin' Desi?
Yeah, that was weird. She just got 1 stray vote, right?
Was that Michelle?
Could have been Amanda.
No, Amanda was for Michelle.
Oh, sorry. Right.
It would have been maybe Chanel. How dare she?
Why would she do that?
Tiff?
Could have been Tiff.
Oh, Tiff. Remember they had maybe a half fight?
Right. I wonder why.
Remember it was like about, it was over Cinco, wasn't it? I can't remember, but they had some sort of fight.
No, but that was with Cachet, wasn't it?
But Desi was pulled into some sort of hearsay about it. I can't remember how it went.
Oh.
No, I think, didn't Cachet have a fight with Desi because she thought that like Cinco was flirting with Desi?
I don't know if it was Cinco was flirting, or if Desi knew that Tiff and Cinco were flirting with each other. Like it was some sort of convoluted thing. Tiff has beef with Cachet, yes. But I think that Desi had something to do with it in the season. I remember. Anyways, we won't ever. Maybe we'll know next week. We'll find out in the confessionals. And there was a red on red crime, which we were assuming is Johnny voted for Michelle. And that's it for the goddamn episode. Who's the MVP? Do we have one?
I would say, I mean, Cassidy picked the winning team.
Fair.
I think they showed a lot of Polly, and
I can't give it to Polly.
He seemed very ridiculous.
Polly, I don't think would be MVP. I think Cassie's a good contender so far. Even, I hate to say it, but Tori for getting the vote the way that she wanted the vote to happen at the deliberation.
Right.
Matthew, do you have an MVP?
Yeah, I personally
Michaela.
I think I like the plan that Michaela set, and I like the fact that she seems to be like having like that. She has like the counter attack against the vets. Like she's clocked it, and obviously like she does not have the power right now. But the fact that she's kind of like putting pieces together, it looked like who was she talking with? Was it Tiffany? Obviously Amira and Alyssa. So there is numbers there. She needs to rally a few more, but I like the fact that like she could have come in and just joined the numbers. Like obviously she has a little bit of challenge experience, but I like that. Like obviously like it wasn't like anything like crazy impressive in terms of like making a big move or like winning a challenge, but I think what we got from her was good. And I think we're going to be set up for like her to be like one of the main like resistance players.
I would love that so much.
I think it's going to happen. I don't know who else it'll be. Like, I mean, eventually like the Amanda stuff is going to boil over. I'm hoping like Polly eventually like gets in on that drama as well. But if Michaela is like that force against them, I think it's a good call for her because physically people don't want to go against her anyways. So she like if they throw Michaela in, this twist in the game will have her potentially going against someone that's trying to gun for her, and anything physical, like I don't know which female here is going to beat Michaela in a physical. maybe Desi, maybe Tori. That's it. I would say those two only.
Those are like the main ones. I mean, it depends on what it is, of course. But
And
in
I feel like
terms of
Michaela's like plenty capable in like crapshooty stuff and like puzzles as well.
Definitely, she's a
True.
smart cookie. As much as I'd love to give Michaela MVP, we haven't seen, we've only seen some words so far. We haven't seen any action yet, so she has MVP potential. But I still think my vote is going to go for Cassidy in this moment. Michelle, who do you?
Oh God, I don't want to be there. I'll give Cassidy this week because I think Michaela will have MVPs to come. And Cassidy did pick the winning team. And she's in a better position right now, I think.
I'll tell you what's going to happen with Cassidy, though. And like, that's fine. We'll give her MVP. But the fact that Cassidy so easily just sided with the vets.
True. I didn't like that.
Cassidy will do that for the next few weeks, and the vets will turn on her, and she'll end up in an elimination before any of them. That's my call. Before Kessel, Corey, Tori, if she's going to vote with them, and I know it's only been one episode, but every episode, it's harder to like separate from that the further we get along. And yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if Cassidy like joins forces with them and eventually gets cut or like thrown to the wolves by them.
I can see it.
It happens every season. Remember like Emmy a few seasons ago just joined with all the vets and ended up going in like 3 straight eliminations towards the end, or like 3
still got to the final and got some money though. So
well, because she won the eliminations. Like Cassidy could win eliminations for sure, but they're not going to stick with Cassidy for the whole season. No way.
We will soon find out, but that is all we have. Do we have, unless you have anything else that you want to talk about, Matthew, because you weren't here in the beginning?
No, I hate to be continued episodes.
Don't we all?
Every episode should, and I do worry with like the first few weeks being double episodes that they're going to do this where like
it's for the next 3 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah. Where the Thursday night is going to be, all right, well, who's going to win the challenge? And then Sunday is going to be like, obviously we're going to get the elimination there. I hope, I don't like that. I hope that we can just get an elimination per episode.
I think when we go down to the 1 episode a week, it'll probably be an hour and a half, maybe, and just go down to 1, or maybe it'd still be an hour and just go down to the 1 episode a week, but it'll be a full episode.
Yeah. So really annoying. I guess like the only thing that we can like still talk about is between Luis and Amira, who would you rather see in the elimination, and who would you rather see go home?
I want Amira to go home because I want to keep my team intact.
I want to see Luis go in just because I think that Amira has more potential to do more in the game in terms of like, she's the kind of person who would be more inclined to like not back down to the vets, maybe.
Yeah.
Although that's a light thing for me to say because I haven't seen her play much.
No, I agree. I think Amira, the fact that Amira put her vote on bananas, and also like obviously Alyssa S and Alyssa L like didn't vote with the house. I would imagine Amira would be voting with the two of them. So yeah, I personally would prefer Amira to stay. But if Amira does go in, so it would
she's going to be going against Michelle or Desi.
Those are the only 2 options.
Yeah. She's gone home then. She's leaving if she goes in.
It's going to be tough for her. I'd say she has a better shot against Michelle. But we don't really know. Like the elimination looked like it was like a bunch of balls in water. And
they're on a pulley thing, right?
Yeah, so what is it? You have to like find like certain balls, I'm guessing.
I mean, whoever voted against Desi, that's an atrocity. How dare you?
Yeah. And then if Luis goes in, it's going to be against either Bananas Monty, or Wes.
Or Wes.
Or Dusty.
Okay. I mean, honestly, like I'd probably want Luis to go in against either Monty or Dusty and just like get it over with. Like I know it sucks, like there's only 2 amazing racers, but they're going to be thrown in so often, especially considering you have to put 2 people in, that like, can we just get it over with? Put Monty against Luis, or sorry, Luis against Dusty, and let the other people play after that.
Chris says if it's Luis and Bananas, I want Bananas to go home.
Oh,
But
yeah,
it's less likely though.
Yeah.
Bananas
Could you
has just done
imagine
more
like
these
Bananas
times.
is like the big get here and he just goes week 1? Production would never let it happen.
Whoever voted for Desi has no respect for Desi. I think it was Tiff, guys. I think it was Tiffany.
What the hell, man?
I think so. I mean, I could be wrong. I'll do some research to see if like I'm off base here, but I just feel like they had a bit of a beef.
Do you think John A will own up to voting Michelle, or do you think they'll pin it on someone else?
John A will never admit. I don't think. No.
So you think they'll pin it on someone else on the team?
She'll just pin it on. She'll just say that she's like, I didn't do that. Who will she say she voted for? She could say anybody. She'll just say Bananas, I guess.
No, she won't be able to pin it on Bananas. No way. Bananas will fight back on that.
Who'd she pin it on? Monty then?
Well, Monty's on green, no?
Yeah, but she's on red.
Yeah, so John A's gonna have to pin it on someone else on the red team.
On the red team.
Oh, it's on their own team? Oh,
because they know that someone from their own team.
Oh, sorry. I thought I was saying who to say that she said that she voted for.
Oh, yeah. I just don't know who are they going to pin that vote on. That's going to be interesting to see if John A owns up to it, which she probably won't. I agree. But I'm curious to see who they try to pin it on.
I mean, the best thing is not to pin it on someone, is just to say who you voted for, right? So
you think John A should just own up to it and say, I voted Michelle?
No, she should
just say I voted for Monty.
I voted for Monty.
Yeah, but then they're gonna say like, who was the vote?
Yeah, but she doesn't know.
Like,
she could just say, I don't know. I voted for Monty. It wasn't me.
Yeah.
She just like, I think we just like don't even put it towards like, oh, somebody else did it, right?
Oh no, it's gonna come up. It's gonna come up though, because they're gonna say like, okay, well, there was only 4 votes on Monty. I voted for Monty. I voted for Monty. So one of the 5 of us.
One of the 5 Montys is lying. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's gonna be interesting. So yeah, because Bananas we know was a vote on Monty. And there's no way people are not going to believe that Bananas voted for his own team. I don't think. It's going to be interesting. Josh, Polly, Bananas, and then John A, and then one other person are going to be.
Dusty, like who cares?
If anything, Josh will be like, it was Polly.
I could see that. I could see them turning it on Polly and Josh believing it. That would be kind of epic.
That's probably what's going to happen if I had to guess on something.
That's fun. I can deal with that. I mean, I wish it was a full episode, but it was still a good time. I'm still happy to have some challenge back in my life. Hopefully full episodes are to come, but not until September, I think. But what can we do? Well, do either of you have anything going on that you would like to share with the peoples?
Between now and Sunday, not much going on, but I'm excited to see how this unfolds.
Me too.
We probably won't be able to get back together till maybe Tuesday evening. This double, like I work Sunday nights, so it doesn't really work. And like the episode doesn't air till like I think 11, right? Or 10?
It'll end at 11, yeah. Or is it Sunday same time?
Sunday's at 9.
Okay.
9, not 10? Okay. Well, anyways. Still no, I think it's 10. I think Big Brother's at 9. It'll be like today. Anyways, we'll figure out when to come live to again. It'll probably be Tuesday evening at some time if that works for everybody's schedule. Thanks again, everybody in the chat. You guys are super loyal and super fun to chat with. Let us know whose team do you think is actually doing well now that we've seen a little bit of the first episode. I put all of our teams in the description box below. Do you guys agree with Cassidy being our MVP of the episode? Who do you think should have been our MVP? Let us know in the comments and subscribe to the channel, like this video, and I guess we'll see you Tuesday. That's it. Ciao. Bye.